Yo, what's up, everybody? Another e-learning day. Look, these things happen. I'm here to help you out. So here's what I got. Number one, I'm going to pretend like I'm you. I'm going to go to the announcements. And this is where I post my stuff. I know that you can see the assignments that I assign. You probably got an email saying you got a new assignment today, but this is my advice for everybody. Go to my announcements, click on the announcements, and right away you're going to see this assignment. I'm having you read and take notes on sections 2.1 to 2.4 and the population chapter. All of the pages are posted online in the module, and I will show you eventually what that module looks like. There is an outline, 2.1 to 2.4 notes that are there. I would open that up in Notability. That way you can draw in it. And then I would double screen, because I'm doing this on a computer. You have an iPad, and you'll have the sheet of notes on one side, like the outline, and on the other, you're going to have the actual like reading content. So for right here, this is what the outline looks like. For 2.1, you want to define what population concentrations are. You want to define what population distribution is, and then answer these questions here. What physical characteristics prevent parts of the world from having a uniform distribution of people? And 2/3 of the world's population live in 4 areas. What are those 4 areas, and what allows these areas to have such large concentrations of people? What you don't want to do is Google that, because one, it's lazy. Don't be lazy. And two, those are the notes here are pretty basic. So we're going to go to this module, population of the world, past and present. You're going to see all of the assignments that I've had you do for this particular section. And here is the notes. You can see they're worth 10 points. And what I would do is just click on this one here, 2.1 population concentrations. And I would have this in Canvas, and then the other side, Notability. So there you go, population concentrations. 2/3 of the world's inhabitants live in 4 regions. I mean, right off the bat, it tells you answers to that. And population concentrations are pretty much just where people are concentrated at. Population distribution, where people are scattered throughout the world, there's that. You've already defined a population cartogram. You've already done one, so don't worry about it. And then here on the right side of, well, let's just extend this out so you can see. You've got cold lands, wetlands, highlands, and on the next page, you're going to see another example of physical characteristics that prevent populations from getting in there. and you're rolling, okay? And then once you're done here, oh, there's dry lands. Once you're done here, the next part is you've got these 4 regions: Europe, East Asia, South Asia, and Southeast Asia. What you want to do is just like read through here and quickly summarize what allows them to live there. So for Europe, Europe includes 4 countries, ranging from Monaco with 1 square kilometer and a population of 33,000 to Russia, the world's largest country in land area, when its Asian part is included. The highest population concentration in Europe are near major rivers and coal fields of Germany and Belgium, as well as historic capital cities such as London and Paris. So why do they have a large concentration of people? A lot of rivers. Coal fields implies people are working there, and more importantly, they've got ancient cities. well, they're not ancient, they're just historic. London's been around for a while, Paris has been around for a while. Um, and hey, those of you that did a Roman Empire timeline, there's a reason why like Europe is so old. What's that Roman Empire? Either way, I don't want to get too much into the content. This video was just essentially made to help you out and what you would do for me. So after you get that done for 2.1, and here's your notes right here, I think. After you get that done, you move on to 2.2 and you define these: arithmetic density, physiological density, agricultural density. My advice there is just to write down the equation. So for arithmetic, well, here I am giving answers. Jeez. For arithmetic density, it's the number of people divided by the land area. For physiological density, it's the number of people divided by arable land. Arable land is just land that you can use for farming, helping people live, essentially. And then agricultural density is the number of farmers divided by arable land. And then how do you calculate those? It's just number of people divided by land area for arithmetic, physiological, number of people divided by arable land, agricultural density, number of farmers divided by arable land. And then down here for 2.3, natural increase rate, doubling time, crude birth rate, crude death rate. And as you're reading through 2.3, think about what impacts natural increase rate, what impacts birth rate, what impacts death rate. And I would not just, think off the top of your head, well, what impacts the birth rate? Well, people having babies. No, like, come on, let's actually do the reading here. Let's base our notes in some sort of fact. And you go from there. It's going to take you some time. These notes are going to be due on Wednesday. Good night. Sunday night. You're going to get 2.5 to 2.11 tomorrow. But tomorrow in class, if we're here, we're going to watch a video about Thomas Malthus, the guy who came out with a theory on population in 1798. And a lot of people in other countries like China based government action off of his theory about population. And it's kind of scary because well, you just got done reading dystopian literature. Some of you are still reading it now. I mean, the one child policy is inherently pretty dystopian, but that's just my opinion. And Mrs. Indritz is holding strong with that. Thank you, Mrs. Indritz. Okay, so that'll wrap that up. Look, like I said at the beginning of the video, e-learning days are not the best. Cheers. Hang in there. If you need help, email. We got you. Take her easy. Happy e-learning.